So basically, was episode 9 to 12 of chilling in my 30s after I got fired from the Demon Lord's army. One thing I would really want to talk about is basically about Darian because basically all characterization basically around him. Why was he abandoned? Why he was raised by the demons? But there's just not really enough answers to be answered and just look for like what may have happened and stuff like that. The first thing I definitely do, like I said, I definitely want to talk about is basically Darian. Now, there's really no clear answer or reason why that Darian was abandoned in the first place, why he was raised by the demons, or anything like that. Because we really don't even know, like, why was he raised by the demons in the first place? Nobody does not know or anything like that. Because I'm like, look at this way. Because when Darian was raised by the demons, because I wasn't. It feels to me like there's just something they were probably would think that Darian was a demon also as well too, because they really didn't know that Darian was a human. They really did not know. And the one thing what they didn't understand that is basically it's basically because they really didn't because they really actually didn't. And I want to say this also well too, but I really want people just to understand from where I'm saying from basically where I think is the that because you don't see like many people or anything like that or demons out there basically that would care for a human child and stuff like that because they really wouldn't even though basically I mean what if what if they were to kill the child. I mean that could be very possible, but I don't see them really actually just doing it. I just don't see them really basically just doing it because I just don't see that of that fact that they're really just going to kill an innocent child because they got abandoned probably one of from the parents. But the question is like why was he abandoned in the first place? Why this happened in the first place in Space Ascent? And basically because just like I said before, because like I mean, Darian's lucky. He's lucky. He's lucky he's not dead because he's lucky he's not dead because that the demons did not kill him. Because, and the reason I'm saying that is because the reason I'm saying that because you have to look at like the demons' perspective and stuff like that because since they already know that Darian is a human, it basically someone must have known something. Because the question is like, is that basically one of the kings that on the demon land, the demon or whatever so like that. It feels to me that it feels to me that I feel like that the bigger boss guy or bigger villain or the dragon or something like that. I definitely do think that they must have that he must have think that he must have knew that he was not only a demon but also as a human also too. So I'm like I said before, I think Darian was very lucky that he did not get killed because like I said before, because usually demons don't take care of they don't take care of other different kinds because it's not normal for demons to really actually do that because they really don't because it means that to me that demons don't like humans don't like demons other etc 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 because the reason why they don't because they think that demons are just the pests basically in hell and stuff like that and stuff and basically all that pretty much that kind of stuff and stuff but it basically it just really sends like basically to me it's just basically just seeing this episode that of this episode 9 of this anime it's just something that I never would have actually expected but like I said I still go by what I said because like I said for Darren he got lucky that he didn't die and that he did and stuff like that so yeah and but the question it raises also well too because what the other guy when he was talking to the dragon what I think that his majesty or something like that I'm not 100% sure if that was his biological father or maybe his stepfather or a grandpa or something like that. Because the guy looks pretty buff. I mean, he really does. I'm not gonna lie, because he basically really actually is. But just seeing him and just basically seeing what he was saying, it's just something that it's just something is that from what I see for basically what the guy was just basically talking to his king, or I will say the king of the dragons, or something like that, or the demon lord army and stuff like that, because like is a sense that he would know that Darren is a human. But the question is, why did he raise them? Why did he raise him in basically the first place? Because maybe they want to use somebody as a human just to let them go for the army. One thing I really want to say is also too, because this is kind of a little unusual, basically when it comes to an anime like this. I never would expect somebody to be fired from a demon lord army, or basically being fired from for a merch or something. I definitely do understand, but like being fired from the king into space and saying like, yeah, I want to fire you because you're not doing your job, you're not doing what you're supposed to, and stuff like that. So that's basically what it basically feels to me, because I mean, I want people just to really just understand. It's very, very odd just to hear that somebody gets fired from the demon lord's army, or basically the human army, or something like that, whatever you want to say. Because like I said before, I said this a couple of times already, is that humans don't like demons, demons don't like humans, because that's just how they interact with each other and stuff like that. Because even as basically elves, on the other hand, they don't tolerate that kind of stuff, because if they were to find out that humans are being allied with demons, the elves would not allow that, because they're very, very cautious about what those kind of things, stuff like that. Because even their lifespan has gone on for basically really a long, long time. Take as for instance as the Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings, I think, is a very good movie. Very good movie, even though the movies are very extremely long. I'm not lying, very extremely long. And the thing is that from what I look at from the Lord of the Rings and stuff like that, because if the elves don't like what they see, or basically what's going on, they're probably just gonna say like, yeah, we're not gonna support you because we don't want you bringing us into our country and stuff like that. And I definitely do understand, basis of that, with I know the scene's kind of off topic, but I definitely want to say this also well too, because I mean, look what Savannah did. Savannah, she destroyed Chaldrosil, because even what's her name? She's the goddess of Taranda. I do believe that's her name. Taranda. I do believe that's her name, because she is the princess, or I would say the queen of her village, means that she's the leader of her own people and stuff like that. When you do something like that, and you have basically like the horde just basically did what they did right there, it's not only because it's not even on them, but even though it was on Savannah, because Savannah is the one who basically done that in the first place, because for own personal reasons and stuff like that. But you also have to realize also too, because just to see what they did, just to basically see what she did, was unforgivable, and it really was. It hurts. It really hurts. And it's just something, like I said before, it just seems to me that Savannah, she took this very, very personal, and she really actually did, and stuff like that. Because you have like the undead army and stuff like that, undead armies. Because usually other factions and stuff like that there don't like the undead armies, probably don't like the horde, because what they bit in and stuff like that. And so the reason I'm saying all of this, because because you basically have different types of demons out there, or basically out there, just want to disrupt things and stuff like that. Take out the instance for the Wrath of the Lich King. The basically both factions wants to work together where they can take down the Lich King, because they think that the Lich King was a major threat, because what he was really actually doing and stuff like that. How many people that he has killed and stuff like that is because the Frost Ward of the Sword that he has, because he couldn't control it really all that much. But even though basically what he did was just wrong. So that's just my opinion. That's basically my opinion. That's definitely what I definitely do think. I mean, some people will probably disagree with me on that, but even though that's fine. But I still go back, like as far, I still go back basically what I said and stuff like that. So yeah, yeah, and it was I think I'm forgetting something. No, okay. Actually, I don't mean to spoil, but I figure I want to say this. This is just a small spoiler, not really too big. Maybe I might explain and stuff like that. But I don't mean to spoil. If you guys don't want to be spoiled, here at this video right now, which I'm about to tell you guys can go watch somebody else if you want to. But even though that's fine, if you guys want to listen to what I have to say, please do not be mean or upset because of what based on what I'm saying here. Okay, one thing I definitely want to say here that Dario does have a dad. He does, even though it was basically one of the legendary of the heroes, legend of the heroes. Because even though he basically what the hero basically has says was that he was the one that who abandoned his child. But the question is, why did he abandon his child in the first place? What was the reason for that? Because you don't even know. Because you don't even know. Like you're probably it's kind of like it's kind of like searching all over in the United States. You're looking for your biological father. You don't know who your biological father is. You really don't even know and stuff like that because you really don't know. You don't know who is the one has the same genes as you as your father or your mother and stuff like that. It's kind of pretty sad, but it's also very sad just to see Darian just basically just saying like like questioning himself like how come nobody didn't tell me about this? How come nobody didn't tell me at all? And I know Darian's gonna be asking some questions and basically saying, hey, I need some answers. Like someone needs to say something because I definitely do understand where Darian basically is going because I could just tell by the frustrations that he's having and stuff like that, and that's what it basically feels to me and stuff like that. And being abandoned by your own family or your own kin, from your own dad, from your own mom, because of something that they really didn't really actually sense and stuff like that. And basically stuff. I feel like that this anime put way too much focus on the female protagonist in this anime also as well too. Because the reason why I'm saying that because I mean I'm not saying she's irrelevant into the anime. I don't think she's really not, but she does. But she does do a very good purpose. Basically, the anime maybe a quality of fan service. I will say sometimes it needs that. Sometimes it really doesn't. I just don't. That's just my opinion. Especially what I definitely should think and stuff like that. But even though I'm just saying. So yeah. Yeah. Anyways, that's it for this anime review. I don't think I ever cover anything. I think I did, but yeah. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, it was awesome guys there. Take care. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please hit the like button, give me a thumbs up, and please hit the notification bell as well to let me you guys watching my videos. And please leave your comments down below. Anyways, I love you guys. Take care. Hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. Remember, just I love you guys. Please save and remember, stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care.